Hello and welcome to D93 News.
It was a very good week in D93. Our debate teams did awesome, as well as our robotics team, but we'll get to those stories in a little bit. But our top story this week comes from the new high school.
Well, Sam, even with the snow last week, builders continue to work on Thunder Ridge. The weather hasn't slowed them down at all. The Idaho Steel is going up fast, and you can kind of get a feel for what the school is going to look like. We had a chance to go on a tour of the construction site, and you'll see in this video, things are really beginning to take shape over at Thunder Ridge. You can really feel the energy at the Thunder Ridge High School construction site.
I'm really excited. You're really starting to see the building take shape now.
The frame of the school is going up quickly as workers place anywhere from 60 to 70 steel beams per day. The soil has been perfect and the weather hasn't been a factor at all.
It's wonderful to see the perspective of the finished product in a drawing, a computerized drawing, and then coming out here and seeing steel being moved and in place.
The auditorium walls are mostly in place and the floors that will house the classrooms are starting to take shape. The next phase is the gym area.
We've got them out there digging the footings for the gymnasium part of the building, and they'll be digging and pouring the footings. They have the equipment, ground heaters, all the kind of things they need so that the work will continue to roll through the winter. And we're making great progress.
And Chairman McBride says everything is on schedule for an on-time completion.
So it's just been a great day to see things moving, everything on target as far as date-wise, opening August, 2018. So it's just so exciting to see this happening.
Now you can find Thunder Ridge construction updates by visiting D93bond.com.
It's so exciting to see that school go up.
It is.
Well, the students in the Honors 10 English class at Bonneville had a special treat Monday. A professor from ISU spoke to the class about the different types of societies in literature. This presentation was through the ISU program called Liberal Arts High School. The goal is to give students exposure early and often to help them decide to attend school after they graduate. Now, the first Civil War of the winter basketball season is finally upon us. Make sure to join us Tuesday night from Hillcrest High School as the girls battle it out on the hardwood.
Sam, the Bees and Knights look awfully good this year, and we'll get you ready for the game in the Grease Monkey pregame show. Now at halftime, we'll announce the winner of our Grease Monkey windshield giveaway during a live drawing on our Facebook page. Well, speaking of Hillcrest, the Nightline dance team received superiors on all their routines and are your overall high point champions. They earned this at the Western States competition at Blackfoot High School. Now, that wasn't the only good news at Hillcrest. The debate team had a third place finish at the Idaho Falls Regional Tournament, and Hillcrest had several students finish first in different categories.
The Rocky Mountain Middle School robotics teams qualified for the state Lego competition. They earned this with their performance in the first Lego League regional competition last week. Good luck to them at state.
1-0. Let's keep that
Legos?
going. I love Legos. So last week was National Hour of Code Week, and this is how Rimrock celebrated. Mrs. Coyne's project-based class taught Mrs. Aguilar's first grade class about code, critical thinking skills, internet safety, binary code. These are first graders that were learning this stuff. Love the innovation down there at Rimrock.
That's right. Now, Hillview hosted their PTO Title I Christmas and Lexia night last week. They had an amazing turnout for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer theme evening. The Christmas events were in the gym with Dr. Saffel reading Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Lots of games and activities and hot chocolate and a popcorn bar. In the computer lab, Mrs. Puckett and Mrs. Andrews helped families with Lexia and answered any questions from parents. They had 2 full pages of families who signed in at the computer lab.
Absolutely love this time of the year, Sam. There are many Christmas programs scheduled this week. Some were held last week. We leave you now with some of the highlights from the Christmas festivities that have already happened.
We'll see you next time on D93.